I'm Kevin Blue.
I'm Denice Blue.
We're home parents at Shiloh Christian Children's Ranch over in Clarence, Missouri.
We decided to become home parents back in July of 1983. That's right. 1983, we had done foster care in Kansas City. We had some friends who kept asking us to see about coming to Shiloh. We heard a presentation that Jay Craig had done, and we decided that's where we needed to go. And we moved there in 1983, and we said we'd stay 3 to 5 years. That was our goal.
To see if we liked it.
Yeah, to see if it was going to work into our lives okay. And we made a commitment to some of our first children, and we still have contact with those first children 35 years later. Our jobs are to be mom and dad. What our hope is to demonstrate a family type setting and a Christian family type setting, because that's the ins and outs of every day. That's the ups and downs of life. That's a good day with us or a good day with something else, or maybe a tough day, but that's called life.
Every kid we have is as varied as every kid you'll ever meet. We've had kids from right around within 5 or 6 miles of Shiloh to clear over Virginia, California, Colorado, wherever. And their backgrounds are everywhere from just like I would have been at 13 years old, just tough to work with. And mom and dad need a break to retool and just breathe again and recalculate some things, to horrendous abuse that you wouldn't want to hear about. And the kids don't want us to talk about those problems, but they're there. And it's in all of our neighborhoods. We act like it's not there, but it is. And to be able to give these kids a safe place to make better choices and to learn a new way of living is probably the best thing we can do for them.
Every kid comes in with survival techniques of their own. They come in with a God-given characteristics and personality. I see it as our job is to not change that, because we can't change that, but we can put it in an avenue and in a way they can use what they've been given. The beginning of Shiloh was very basic, because we don't require money from family, and we do not take any state money. So it's just ones who share, give, and that beginnings you have to grow. So we didn't have very much in the start. I am a very frugal person and still am holding on to that, but we made things work. You only got $8 a week per child for grocery money. But we also, in the state of Missouri, can do some butchering. We can can from our gardens. We can have some of that. And so we did that completely. And so our kids were all involved in that process. We had 12 kids to 15 kids in a house. Well, now that's not what we do at all, but that's what we worked with. And there's times I look at it and go, how did we get us all fed into somewhere when we were supposed to be, But it was what we did. I've tried to come up with how many children we've had through the years, and I think we're pretty close, around 130 or more. And the reason for that is we have had a lot of long-term kids, some that have come at 5 years old and stayed till graduation, ones that came, at 8 years old and stayed, whereas sometimes you have a turnover. We've also had someone stay a month or less. So if you have very many of those, that turnover rate is pretty large, but we have had long-term kids. Did we know when we placed them they were going to be that way? No, but we have this thing of, if we place someone, I mentally and emotionally and spiritually make that commitment that I'm going to see them clear through to graduation and they're going to be one of mine. I know they're not mine. I know they have family. I know that's it, but I have to make that commitment in their life. And so we made that commitment to a lot of kids, and a lot of them stayed. Right now, in our world, we have 8 kids that are all teenagers. In another several months, we will have 5 17-year-olds in our house, which sometimes you go, whoo, I have 6 teenage girls. Yes, there are arguments and fusses and fights that ensue on a,
maybe hourly basis.
But I have some great kids, and I will tell you in my life all through that I have said, I get to choose these kids. And I have chosen ones, and they are good kids. My girls will work with me and get right in. We have good times together. We can go at it. And arguments and fusses are part of life.
Every day you get up and go after it with a new chance, a new hope for opportunity. And sometimes a kid has to run on our faith and our hope until they can come up with some of their own. There's a bigger need than there's ever been.
So having kids, watching them take those steps, and being there even when they fall down, even when things haven't gone right, even when it's disappointing, but them to know that I'm going to love them through all of that, and I'm going to hold on to that with them. That's what gives us that ability to say, let's keep at it.